Welcome back, everyone. I normally start with a little music. I was playing that daydreaming music earlier this week, but we're not daydreaming anymore. The schedule's out. Week 15, 16, 17 is all that matters. Let's draft some teams. Let's see what teams we're going to be focusing on for the fantasy playoffs and what teams we're going to not necessarily be full fading, but what teams we're going to be a little bit more, I would say, less in the field on. But I'm excited. Playoffs are what matters, and we are in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into a Best Ball Mania draft. I haven't been doing a lot of the Best Ball Mania. I've been saving it for when the schedule comes out, which is just about pretty much out already. So we are going to hop in. I've been getting a lot of the back end of the drafts, as you all know. We're waiting on 11 people. I'm hoping it's going to fill quickly because it has been filling pretty quickly all these other days. And now that the schedule's out, I would only assume it's going to fill even quicker. So we got 9 people. So it looks like it's going to be filling. So I just started to see some of the week 15, 16, 17. I think the Cowboys have a really good schedule. Just what I was seeing, like really briefly. I'm going to create a document that's going to have all the teams, of course, with who they're playing week 15, 16, 17, home games, bye weeks. But just really quickly looking at the schedule, I like the Falcons and Commanders in week 15. I like Chargers and Niners, Cowboys and Rams. That's electric. Lions and Vikings. I mean, that's going to be great. So let's see. We're still waiting on 6 more people. Let's see what position we're going to be drafting in, and then also what kind of landscape is going to happen in these next couple of days. I'm sure a lot of players are going to be dropping, rising based on who they're going to get paired with. But I'm excited. I'm pumped. I wonder also if Underdog already has the bye weeks, which I doubt it. I don't know how real time. I know it typically takes a day to load everything, so it might not be until tomorrow. But I got the schedule pulled up. So I got week 15, 16, and 17. So let's see what happens. Throwing a little music here. 3 more people, so I know this will fill pretty quickly here. Thank you all for listening in. If you can please like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. We're drafting once a day in the month of May. That's what we're doing here at Best Ball Bandit. My name is Eddie. I've been playing fantasy football for over 20 years, playing best ball for the last 3 years, and I had some good fortune last year. I made it to the finals in 4 different leagues, 2 puppies, 1 chow chow, ended 10th in the chow chow, and then took down first place in the pointer. Look at that! Let's go. Number 1 pick. That's a nice relief. Schedule's out. I get the number 1 pick. I like this. The lucks are turning. Times are changing, and I am gonna go with Bijan. I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of Bijan. Lions and Vikings play week 15. Week 16. Who do the Falcons play? The Bucks and Lions and Giants. That's actually a good game too. And then week 17. Week 17, and I'm on the clock here. Falcons play the Saints. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Bijan. We're going to go with Bijan. And we're going to try to correlate. Try to get Kyle Pitts later on. We're drafting. We are drafting. Share the screen. Okay, so now that I know a little bit more of the schedule, it's tough to be able to see this without having a document created. I am creating one. I tried to create one, but it's doesn't seem like everything was updated just yet. But week 17, I like the Ravens and Bengals. I like the Rams and Bucks. I like the Commanders and Jags, Saints and Falcons. So we are going to try to do some stacks. So I got Bijan. I would love to go Jeremiah Love if he's there. I'm not going to force anything either. I might go Brees Hall also. Or sorry, you know what? I might go ETN and get ETN with Bijan for week 17. Might do a little bit of that. Start off different. And either get Jeremiah Love or I might actually even get Brees Hall and pull up Brees Hall and do something completely different that people are definitely not doing today and probably not doing throughout the summer. So let's see what we can do. So I'm excited. I'm excited that not just that the schedule's out, but definitely excited to see all the teams that I drafted already and see, who's sharing a bye week. Bye weeks are not out just yet. I'm sorry, bye weeks are out, but I don't have that document created just yet. I am going to see if I can pull something up that has all the bye weeks. Let's see. All right, so it seems like the Falcons have a bye week of 11. And the Saints have an 8, so we're good on that. Rams also have 11. Seahawks have 11. Seems like a lot of good teams have the 11. Yeah, we're streaming. We're streaming on the schedule day. Love this. Gotta love life. Gotta love fantasy football. Gotta love drafting best ball. I mean, what's better than that, right? All right, so if Drake London does fall, I might do a Drake London stack. So Jeremiah Love, Jacobs were taken. I am going to go with Drake London, and I'm going to go with ETN. I'm really going to stack that up, as I mentioned. So Drake London, ADP of 20. Welcome to the team. Travis Etienne, welcome to the team. And we're going to sound that siren because we did get Drake London at a discount. Let's go. ADP of 20, got him at 24. Starting off the draft right. I did pull up Travis Etienne to correlate him with week 17. And I already got Drake London, so I wasn't going with another wide receiver there. So I would have gone potentially Chris Olave, but that's really pulling him up. But I did like Brees Hall. But I feel like we did good. We got 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver. And Brees Hall was pulled up, then Javonte Williams. So running backs are going to be going here. I do want to be mindful of the bye weeks now that we kind of have that available. I do want to see a format where it has it all together. So let's see if I could find something. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing anything just yet. Looks like the Cardinals have a week 14 bye, week 11 bye. So this is difficult to do this way, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Let's see what we got here. All right. So I'm trying to multitask here. They say it takes, I think, 14 minutes to regain your focus when you're trying to multitask. That is counterproductive, but we're gonna make it happen. We're making it happen here, people. All right. So let's see if there anything different has come up with the draft here. So Trey McBride, wow, that's a huge fall. So JSN, Chase Brown, Trey McBride. I have not seen him go that late. Nico, whoa, all the way in the back end or middle of the third. So there is a lot of action going on right now. There is a lot of value that people just grabbed. It's tough to grab value. I said this yesterday. I drafted in the 12 hole yesterday. It's tough to grab value when you're picking an either end back to back. But no excuse. The best ball bandit is here, and we're going to be stealing picks. We're going to be drafting for ceiling, for upside. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go back to the schedule really quick. The Lions are playing the Bears week 17. And then they're playing the Giants. And my theory goes out the window regardless. I'm going to go Davante Adams. I remember looking at Washington's schedule and liking their schedule as well. They play the Vikings week 16. They play the Jags. Yeah, I'm going to go. Wasn't quick enough there. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Travion Henderson. I like getting 3 running backs early. So that's what we did. We got Travion, Bijan, Travis Etienne. Then we got 2 stud wide receivers, Drake London and Davante Adams, which I think they might both have bye weeks. Let's see. Tomorrow's going to be a lot better drafting day. Rams are week 8. And Falcons are week 5. I think that's actually last year's list, though. Let's see Falcons. Falcons are week 11. I think Rams are week 11 also. So we cannot get. Yep, they are. So that was an error by me. But we're not going to get any more week 11 bye week players. What else do we have here? Let's look at another team. Jacksonville, week 7. Arizona, week 14. Okay. So we are going to. We are trying to get. Wow, this is all changing. I might go Drake May to pair with I might get Drake May to pair with Travion Henderson. They got bye week 6. And I like DK Metcalf also. And the Colts have week 13, and Pittsburgh has some on the clock. I am going to go Drake May. And this is going to be so much better when I know the bye weeks off the top of my head and know the week 17 matchups. I'm actually going to go Alec Pierce and see if I can get Daniel Jones later on. And the Colts, how is their schedule looking? So they're playing the Browns. Already don't like that, week 17. But if I make it to week 17 with Alec Pierce, that's a good thing. I was in between Alec Pierce and DK Metcalf. Okay, so they play the Bengals week 16. Love that. And DK Metcalf would have played the Panthers. Don't love that. Week 15, Colts are playing Titans. All right, so I like that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that bet on Alec Pierce. I don't draft a lot of Alec Pierce, so not too upset about that. So I have Drake May, which I really actually don't draft a lot of. Bijan, Travis Etienne, Travion Henderson, and Drake London, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce, all wide receivers that get in the end zone. I'm liking this team so far. We could stack Tyler Shuck or either Tyler Shuck or either actually a lot. We can do Daniel Jones, we can do Matthew Stafford, or we could even do Tua or Michael Penix later. So we got options. We're going to throw in some jams. So let's see if there's any teams that I like here. I do like the Jonathan Taylor drafters team. He got 4 running backs, 3 wide receivers. And then I like my team. We got upside. We got a good quarterback. Runs the ball, which we love that. So let's see what else falls to us. I'm going to queue up some players. Should I make an all-out bet on... You know what? I didn't get DK Metcalf, so I'm going to go Michael Pittman. And the Packers. When is their bye week? Let's look at that. Green Bay Packers. Bye week 11, so we cannot do that. So I am not going to queue up Matthew Golden, one of the Broncos, week 10. I think we're good there. All right, so let's take a look here. I'm not a Harold Fannin guy. I really don't draft any of him. But we did draft somebody that plays the Browns. And he is slightly past ADP. I'm going to go Michael Pittman first. I think I'm going to go Michael Pittman and Blake Corum. All right. So we got Bijan, Travis Etienne, Travion Henderson, Blake Corum. I think I might stop at 5 running backs with this team. Add one more quarterback. This is probably going to be a 2-5-8-3. 2-5 at 7, 8, 3, 11, yep, 18. Build. What do you guys think about the jams? Maybe a little bit lower? Yeah, I think that's better. We're still jamming. We're daydreaming. We're daydreaming and living in real life. We're making it happen, people. Maybe checking the bye weeks here. Let's see. We're drafting. We're making it happen. I got some bye weeks in mind right now. I think I'm going to go Aaron Jones and stop. Aaron Jones has a bye week of 6. And then I think I'm going to go Tyler Shuck. I could even go Stafford. Stafford did drop. All right, we're on the clock. Aaron Jones and Higgins were taken. We're going to go Stafford. We're going to go Stafford, and we're going to go Jonathan Brooks. We're playing for upside. Let's see what happens. We're stopping at 5 running backs. Jonathan Brooks can be a league winner. I was debating going Jordan Mason there, but I do like the bet on Jonathan Brooks. He was number 1 prospect. You never know. Let's see what happens with Chuba Hubbard. I mean, they could split 50-50. And, if there is an injury there to Chuba, even if it's a couple games, Jonathan Brooks could be a league winner. They have bye week. Let's see. Five. So I think we're safe on that. Because Atlanta is 11. Corum is 11 as well. Let's see what Travion is. I think he was 6th, if my memory serves me right. And then Travis Etienne, New Orleans. What are they? 8. All right, so we're good. We got at least 2 running backs that will be starting. Drake May and Stafford have different bye weeks, so we're good on that. And then just got to load up on a lot of wide receivers and tight ends coming up. We're 15 picks away, but I'm going to start queuing up some players. Hunter Henry, Brenton Strange. We might double tap tight end. What is Jacksonville's bye week? They're 7. Hunter Henry was 6. So we're good. All right. The Patriots was 11. Wow. How did I think they were 6? Okay. We might need to get one more quarterback here. This is the joy of drafting on the first day without seeing the schedule or paying attention to the schedule. We might have to go Daniel Jones also. We're going to be taking a lot of L's here. And these are players I don't normally draft. Man, Drake May, bye week 11. Who would have thought? I got a lot of bye week 11s. I got to stop drafting bye week 11 players. All right, let's see if Daniel Jones makes it to us. And we're just gonna keep rolling here. So Brenton Strange, I think we said we're good on him. Please tell me they're not by week 11. They are by week 7. All right. So I might go I'm going to go Daniel Jones. And I think I'm going to go Brenton Strange to avoid more bye weeks. Ideally, I would have stacked him with Hunter Henry, but I've put myself in quite the position. All right, we got 3 QBs. Got a great value with Matthew Stafford, Drake May, and Daniel Jones. Bijan, Travis Etienne, Travion Henderson, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, stopping there. We got Brenton Strange as our tight end, Drake London, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman Jr. I like a lot of wide receivers late, so I'm not worried about our wide receiver room. Just got to make sure we don't get any more week 11 bye week. Let's type this up here instead and see if it states week 11. All right. This is one way to do it. So Falcons, Browns, Packers, Rams, Patriots, Seahawks. So none of those teams, basically. I don't draft the Browns anyway, so that's not a problem. I'm going to go with Brandon Ayuk if he's there. I do feel like he could more than likely go to the Commanders. And Debo. I will get TJ Hawkinson if he's there. Let's look at bye week 7 because that's when Brenton Strange has his bye week. It's going to be so much better tomorrow when everything's updated. But that's what we do for the love of best ball. I mean, throughout the whole offseason, we haven't cared about bye weeks or weeks 16, 17, 15. And today everybody's concerned about it, but you know, that's life. So Commanders, Jags. Okay, so we're good on the bye week with TJ Hawkinson. So I think I'm going to go Brennan Ayuk and TJ Hawkinson if he's there. And he just gets picked, so he won't be there. Maybe Jawan Johnson if he's there. And if not, we're double tapping wide receiver. We get Pat Frymuth later, which I love adding him on, and get some other tight ends later on. I'm not concerned. We're drafting. Life is good. Yeah, there's a lot of wide receivers I like. All right, so tight ends are at a premium right now. But you know what we're going to do? Take what the room gives us. We're getting Brendan Ayuk. We're getting Deebo Samuel. They're gonna land somewhere. Some veterans. Then we'll get some rookie upside the next round. We're definitely going to go one other tight end. Maybe we go Stowers and Pat Frymuth. I do like Tank Dell though. So we might go Tank Dell and Pat Frymuth. And then tack on Terrence Ferguson. That's not bad. I like that idea. 205 is ADP of Terrence Ferguson. And I will be picking again at 216. The other option that I have is Kobe Parkinson. Evan Ingram. Yeah, I do feel like I kind of have to go with a tight end in that spot. And then if anything, hold off for a wide receiver later. So I might need to double tap tight end. All right. There are some rookies later that I can get for wide receivers. Definitely Pat Frymuth. Cade Otton if he falls. Let's see. Please like and subscribe. I started this channel about 2 weeks ago. We're drafting every day in the month of May. I'm gonna be drafting a lot this summer. I think I've drafted already about 40 or so teams. This is probably my 29th Best Ball Mania team. And I've been doing a lot of other puppies, super flex. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna enjoy drafting a lot more when we know the schedule. Off the top of our head and bye weeks. But still enjoy it. Still enjoying it. So Houston Texans, what do we say? What's their bye week? They got a bye week of 8. All right, we're doing Pat Frymuth for sure. Let's do Tank though. actually. Yep. Let's do Tank Dell. We'll go Colby Parkinson later on. I don't like our tight end room. I've actually been focusing a lot on tight end. I messed up getting the 2 quarterbacks for the same bye week. That typically is not going to happen. But I got a huge fall on Matthew Stafford. Good thing about this team is a lot of teams that are drafting Drake May are more than likely only drafting 2 QBs. I drafted 3. Daniel Jones and Drake May both run the ball, which is great. Matthew Stafford, I paired him with Blake Corum and Devontae Adams. Daniel Jones, I paired him with Alec Pierce. Drake May, I paired with Trevion Henderson. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Let's see tight ends. What do we have as a dart throw? Max Clare. Kasicki. Do like that. What is the bye week of? Let's see the bye week of Cincy. 6. Okay. Cincy is 6. Pittsburgh is 9. Okay. And Jacksonville 7. All right, that would have been an option, but he was taken when I am doing all this research for nothing. But we're still drafting. We're having a good time. I'll go Colby Parkinson or even Greg Dulcich. I don't know what bye week the Dolphins have, but it doesn't matter at this point. There's not a wide receiver that I really want that's going to be there, so we'll probably go with Dulcich. You're not. All right. I'm so used to not drafting in the first pick, so I don't know what to expect here. This is not the norm for me. We're gonna close it out strong though. We're gonna do a recap of the team. So we have a 3-5-7-3 build. We went 3 quarterbacks: Drake May, Matthew Stafford, and Daniel Jones, Bijan Robinson, Travis Etienne, Trevion Henderson, Blake Corum, Jonathan Brooks, Drake London, Devontae Adams, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Tank Dell, Brenton Strange, Pat Freiermuth, and Colby Parkinson. All right, well, tomorrow's going to be a lot better. Still have fun. We're going to have bye weeks up. We're going to know the 15, 16, 17, start memorizing those. But it's draft season. Life is great. Please like, subscribe. I also have a website, bestballbandit.com. It's only $39.99 for the year, not per month. And that gives you access to all my rankings, player exposure, correlation, strategies, all that good stuff. And yeah, see you all tomorrow.